We gotta learn to enjoy life, man. Living in the moment. Being able to be humble enough to live in the moment. Most times, we try to veer back on memories and we realize that we were so focused on the next thing that we forgot to live in that moment. Celebrate that small milestone that was made. Just a pat on the back to let yourself know, like, man, damn, I like how you focus. Good shit, man. Good shit. You know? You can't get caught up on everything, man. You gotta take time to understand that if the past didn't happen, you wouldn't be who you are, you wouldn't know what you know. None of that stuff. People be trying to forget the past. The past is not there to be forgotten. The past is there to be a guide for you on what not to do if it didn't go right, or what to do if it went right. You gotta stop looking at it as anything other than that. You know? Like, you can't change it, man. You gotta take a loss, bro. When you lose, that's when you find out who you really are. People get so caught up in wanting to be winners all the time because they hate that feeling of losing, because they know if they lose, they're not going to be the same person afterwards. They know that loss could take them from here to here because they have to come to terms with that hard reality that they did something wrong. They have to look themselves in the mirror and live with the fact that they did something wrong and that what they did wrong caused them to take that L, learn that lesson. But with lessons comes knowledge. That's one thing you got to keep in mind. Ain't nothing wrong with a lesson. Lessons are valuable. And they should be taken as such, because in those lessons we learn what and what not to do and how we react to adversity when everything's not going our way. So that's when you got to pay attention to yourself the most. I'm telling you, man, it's in those moments you really see what you built out of. You really see what you made of, for real, bro. You really get a view of yourself and how you will react to things. There's no better feeling than experiencing a loss and then realizing that you're not going to let that define you. You're not going to let that stop you from getting to where you need to go, because you know you're this close to getting there. And you know that loss taught you everything you needed to bridge that gap this close, bro. You know that loss did what it was supposed to do. You know that loss gave you a different type of attachment. That loss gave you a new type of drive, a new obsession. Embrace the losses, bro. They make us who we are. One thing we got to stop doing is embracing people that haven't showed us they should be embraced. They haven't been battle tested to put trust in them to think that they're going to do anything. You can't be giving out your trust like that. Don't put expectations on nothing. See where it goes. Experience it in the moment. Don't put no expectations, because then you're putting yourself in a vulnerable position if they do something that you would never expect them to do, because you got this expectation of them. You see them in this light. You gave them the opportunity to let you down or hurt you or disappoint you. It's not their fault they disappointed you. It's your fault. It's your fault for putting that much trust in them. Everybody not built like you, bro. You can't expect what you would do or how you would act from other people, because it's only one you. It's rare when you find people that reciprocate energy the way you reciprocate energy, because the way you reciprocate energy is one of a kind. Yeah, I'm not saying there's nobody else that do it, but majority of the time it's very, very few. And they're not out here to just easily come across. Most of the time, they're the ones that's not talking to people. Most of the time, they're the one that's keeping to themselves, because they understand how people act when it comes to good energy. They soak it up like a sponge, but give nothing in return. All they do is take until you don't got nothing left to take. You don't even got nothing for yourself, because they have taken everything that you had. You got to understand these things. You got to be able to point them out and see them. They're important. They're the most important. Because people will drain you dry for your energy and won't even think twice about it, because they don't care. So it's up to you to make that conscious decision to pay attention to what's going on in front of you. People show their true colors. We just never take the time to look. We always give them a reason or an excuse, like, oh, they was just having a bad day, or they was just going through something at that time, or this just wasn't the right time to try to talk to them. Hell no, that's just who they really are. And they gave you a glimpse of it, but you didn't take the time to realize it. You didn't take the time to accept that for them. You didn't take the time to realize that that's who they really are, and that's how they really can be when they feel comfortable enough to be themselves. Because it's all about being comfortable, man. Once somebody gets comfortable with you, that's when you start to see their true colors. That's when you start to see the sneak diss, and that's when you start to hear the fake crap that they be saying. But it's up to you to pay attention to these things. That's all I'm saying. Another thing we gotta stop doing, we gotta stop procrastinating out here, man. You see an opportunity to do something, do that shit if you want to do it, man. Don't hesitate. Don't stand at the edge of that cliff looking like, man, damn, all these people jumping. I'ma just chill here, man. Hell nah, they taking that risk. They following their dreams. They trying to see where their dreams could take them. If they could turn their dreams into a reality. And there's no way you're gonna do that if you standing on the edge of that cliff scared to jump. Procrastination is opportunity's assassin. Procrastination will kill every opportunity that you got or will have. Why? Because you fucking scared to jump. All because you scared to take a risk. Man, you gotta risk it for the biscuit. You ever heard that saying? You gotta risk it all if you want to win big. Okay, cool, you took a loss, but you gonna stop risking it because of one loss? You know how many losses the most successful people in this world have taken? Major losses, bro. You think that stopped them? Nah, they threw themselves even deeper into their craft because that loss showed them that they don't want to feel that feeling no more, and they know what it takes. It's just like starting a business. You're going to hear 1,000 no's before you hear one yes. So after that first no, you're going to quit. After that second no, you're going to quit. Nah, you got to put your head down and keep grinding, because eventually that one yes is going to outweigh all of them no's. That one win is going to outweigh all of them losses. People don't be trying to hear that, man. People don't be trying to hear be patient. People don't be trying to hear it takes time. People want to hear, bro, I got you. We could do this overnight, bro. If we do it like this, and this, bro, you'll blow overnight. No, bro. People got to see your face. See your face, see your face, and then eventually they're gonna be like, man, who is this person, bro? I keep seeing them all over the place. Who is this person? But once you get that opportunity to where people are starting to be familiar with your face and start to look for your name, you can't take a break, bro. You gotta go even harder. You gotta go even harder than before. Why? Because this is your opportunity, and if you procrastinate, it's going to kill your opportunity, because you're gonna miss the boat. Just stay focused, man. It don't take much. Like, people don't want to invest 6 months to a year into their own personal craft, but they'll invest 6 months to a year in someone else's business to make them a profit and pay you pennies from their profit, versus you being the one to collect all of it. Why? Because you're doing something that you love to do, so it never feels like work, and you realizing how profitable it could be, and you learning how to scale those profits. But if you scared to take that risk, you're just gonna continue to help someone else build their business to be great.